100 years ago, we didn't know much about the universe. Most thought everything was inside the Milky Way. But in 1928, Hubble changed that. He observed that the universe wasn't still, it was getting bigger. This was huge news, a totally new way to see things. Then in 1997, the Hubble Space Telescope showed something amazing. The universe wasn't just expanding, but speeding up, pushed by something weird called dark energy. This helped figure out the age of the universe, about 13.8 billion years. But now, the James Webb Space Telescope is shaking things up. There's this star group in the Milky Way, M92, that's confusing everyone. It's packed with old stars and seems to be as old as the universe itself, maybe even older. How can that be? Stars can't be older than the universe. Using cool methods, scientists made computer models of over 20,000 star groups to guess M92's age. The result was close to the supposed start of the universe, which makes you wonder if we got the timeline wrong. That's where the James Webb Space Telescope comes in, the best tool we've ever used to look at space. It's seen galaxies that were around only 300 million years after the Big Bang. The crazy thing is, these galaxies are big and well-formed for their age. Could the universe be older than we think? Finding these galaxies and the M92 thing makes us rethink everything about the universe's age and how it grew. A new idea suggests the universe isn't 13.8 billion years old but maybe 26.7 billion years. This means we might not fully get how the universe expands and how the first stars and galaxies formed. From stars that seem too old to the big galaxies Webb saw, the signs point in one direction. We might be on the verge of a big change in science. This isn't just about numbers. If the universe's history is wrong, what does it mean for how we see life itself? What are we missing in those billions of years? Close to us, there's a puzzling star called Methuselah, or HD 114283. It's said to be 14.5 billion years old, almost a billion years older than the universe. How is that possible? Stars follow rules, burning fuel based on their size and what they're made of. But Methuselah is different, aging slower than it should. Methuselah isn't just weird, it's pointing us to bigger questions about where we came from and what we can know. A key part of this is the Hubble constant, which tells us how fast the universe is growing. But here's the problem, it's not a steady number. Measurements from the early universe say one thing, while measurements from nearby stars say another. This Hubble tension has scientists stumped. If we can't agree on how fast the universe is growing, how can we trust its age? Maybe something else is going on that we don't understand, like dark energy or other unknown forces. One of the best things the James Webb Telescope has done is to look into the cosmic dark ages, before the first stars came on. What Webb found is amazing. Only 300 million years after the Big Bang, it saw galaxies as big and organized as our own Milky Way. According to the usual timeline, that shouldn't happen. They should take billions of years to form. Yet, Webb keeps finding more of these galaxies that don't make sense. Does this mean the Big Bang theory is missing something? With more signs that the universe might be older than 13.8 billion years, some are looking at a wilder idea, the multiverse. What if our universe is just one of many, each with its own age and rules? In that case, things like Methuselah or those early galaxies might not be so weird because of how universes interact. If that's true, then the James Webb Telescope might be showing us other universes. The multiverse would change more than just astronomy. It would change how we think about what's real. As the James Webb Telescope makes us rethink the universe's age, an old idea is coming back, the cyclic universe. This says the universe hasn't just been around for 13.8 billion years but has gone through endless cycles of growing and shrinking, with big bangs and big crunches. Could the old stars and galaxies Webb sees be leftovers from a past cycle? If so, what can they tell us about the universe before ours? Another puzzle from Webb is about tiny black holes that formed right after the Big Bang. They might hold the key to the universe's age and how it grew. These black holes could explain those impossible galaxies by pulling things together faster. But they also make us ask what else we've missed about the early universe. We know dark energy is making the universe speed up, but could it also have clues about the universe's true age? New views suggest dark energy might not be steady as we thought. If dark energy has changed over time, it could explain the quick forming of galaxies and timeline problems. But it also opens a can of worms with new puzzles, where time itself seems to get weird. Could this be the key to what Webb is showing us? Models say the early universe might have had crazy changes that started whole galaxies or even twisted time itself. From time slowing down near black holes to Big Bang stuff, Webb's finds make us face the deepest mysteries of reality. The James Webb Telescope hasn't just widened how much we can see but has cast doubt on basic ideas about the universe. From old stars that seem too old to galaxies that are formed too early, the signs say that the story we've been telling needs to be changed. Changing the story isn't just about fixing dates. It's about something bigger, the endless puzzle and what humans can know. What if the universe isn't 13.8 billion years old? What if it's 26.7 billion, or always been here? What if our universe is just one part of a larger story? One thing is sure. The James Webb Telescope is more than just a science tool. It's a kind of time machine, a storyteller, and a way into big mysteries. With every picture it sends back, it pushes us to dream bigger, ask harder questions, and be ready for the unknown. So, what do you think? Are we close to a big shift in how we see the universe? As Webb keeps making new views, it's changing everything we thought we knew about the universe's age. The found of galaxies that look way more advanced than they should and weird things from early stars hint that the universe might be much older than the usual 13.8 billion years. In fact, some of Webb's most shocking views suggest that the universe started way earlier than what we thought. Thanks to its strong tools, Webb can see galaxies that came to be just 300 million years after the Big Bang. These huge, detailed systems don't fit the standard models, making us wonder if our timeline is wrong or at least missing something. Spotting old star groups, like M92 in our galaxy, backs this up. Its stars seem to be around the same age as the universe itself, and some say they might even come before the first galaxies, which challenges how we think stars and galaxies grow. If these stars were around before the universe's known galaxy era, it means the early universe was very different. The Hubble constant problem, this unsolved mystery about how fast the universe is growing, only makes the questions about the universe's age bigger. Discoveries of old galaxies and strange star groups could mean that our expansion measurements are wrong and we need to look at the timeline closely again. As scientists dig more into Webb's data, a new idea is getting attention. The universe might have gone through many cycles of growing and shrinking. From those Methuselah stars that mess with time to the grown-up galaxies Webb saw, it all points to one thing: we might be about to change science in a big way. This isn't just about numbers, though. If the universe's timeline is wrong, what does that mean for how we understand life? What secrets are hidden in those billions of years we missed? Close to home, there's a star called Methuselah, or HD 114283, that's one of the biggest puzzles in the universe. It's about 14.5 billion years old, almost a billion years older than the universe. Again, how is this possible? Stars usually live and die in ways we can figure out, using fuel based on how big they are. But Methuselah is different. It's aging slower than everything else. Methuselah is more than just strange. It's like pointing to bigger questions about where everything came from and what we can even know. The most important thing in all this is the Hubble constant. It tells us how fast the universe is getting bigger and is super important in space science. But there's a problem. It's hard to get one number for it. Looking at the early universe, it seems to be 68 kilometers per second per megaparsec. But looking at stars and galaxies near us, it's about 73. This difference, called the Hubble tension, has scientists confused. If we can't agree on how fast the universe is getting bigger, how can we know how old it is? Maybe the answer is something we don't even understand yet in physics. Could dark energy or some new force be messing things up? One of the best things about the James Webb Telescope is that it can see into the cosmic dark ages, before the first stars turned on. What Webb found there is amazing. Only 300 million years after the Big Bang, it saw galaxies as big and organized as our Milky Way. That shouldn't be possible. It should take billions of years for them to form. But Webb keeps finding more galaxies that don't make sense. This makes you wonder if the Big Bang idea itself is wrong. With more and more saying the universe could be older than 13.8 billion years, some thinkers are looking at an even bigger idea, the multiverse. What if our universe is just one of many, each with its own age and laws? In a multiverse, things like the Methuselah star or super-mature galaxies might just be normal. If this is true, then the James Webb Telescope might be showing us other universes. The multiverse would change everything, even how we think about what's real. As the James Webb Telescope makes us rethink the universe's age, an old idea is coming back. The cyclic universe. This says the universe hasn't just been around for 13.8 billion years. It's gone through endless cycles of getting bigger and smaller, with big bangs and big crunches. Could those old stars and galaxies Webb saw be leftovers from a universe before ours? If so, what can they tell us about that universe? Another puzzle Webb found involves primordial black holes. These tiny black holes formed right after the Big Bang and might hold the secret to the universe's age and how it grew. Primordial black holes could explain those galaxies that shouldn't exist, acting like seeds that pulled galaxies together faster. But they also make us ask, what else did we miss about the early universe? We know dark energy is making the universe get bigger faster, but could it also tell us the real age of the universe? News say dark energy might not be as steady as we thought. It could be changing, messing up the timeline in ways we don't understand. If dark energy has changed over time, it might explain why galaxies formed so fast and why things don't add up. But it also opens up a lot of new questions about the tiniest parts of the universe, where quantum physics rules. Time itself seems to change at that level. Could this be to Webb's finds? Quantum models say the early universe might have had crazy changes, making whole galaxies appear or messing with how time flows. From time changing near black holes to quantum effects from the Big Bang, Webb's discoveries make us face the deepest mysteries of what's real. The James Webb Telescope hasn't just given us a bigger picture of space. It's made us doubt what we thought we knew about the start of everything. From old stars that seem older than the universe to galaxies that grew up way too fast, we might need to rewrite the story of space. But rewriting this story isn't just about the past. It's about something bigger. What if the universe isn't 13.8 billion years old? What if it's 26.7 billion or always been here? What if our universe is just one part of a huge story? One thing is for sure, the James Webb Telescope is more than just something for science. It's like a time machine, telling us stories and making us wonder about everything. With every picture it sends back, it makes us dream bigger, ask more questions, and be okay with not knowing. So, what do you think? Are we about to see a big change in how we understand space? As Webb keeps making discoveries, it is changing what we thought we knew about the universe's age. The find of galaxies that look way older than they should and weird things about old stars suggest the universe might be much older than 13.8 billion years. Webb's best finds show the universe started growing earlier than we thought. Using its powerful tools, Webb can see galaxies that formed just 300 million years after the Big Bang. These big, complex groups of stars don't fit with the current ideas, making us wonder if our timeline is wrong or missing something. Finding old groups of stars, like M92, supports this idea. Its stars seem to be about the same age as the universe and might even be older than the first galaxies, which goes against what we thought about how stars and galaxies grow. If these stars were around before galaxies, it means the early universe was very different. There's a problem, which is the Hubble constant, which is about how fast the universe is growing. This just adds to the confusion about how old the universe is. Discovering old galaxies and strange stars could mean our measurements are wrong, making us rethink the whole timeline. As things continue, there is an idea that the universe may have gone through cycles of getting bigger and smaller rather than just a Big Bang 13.8 billion years ago. An eternal sequence of cosmic rebirths. Each cycle more intricate and diverse than the previous. We might soon find a universe much older and more mysterious than we ever thought. The James Webb Telescope is just starting to show us the deepest secrets of space, and each find is pushing us toward a big change in how we understand everything.